Welcome to Beneath the Surface with Scott Gibson. Are we approaching a high in the silver market? Scott and David Coffin of Hard Rock Advisory discuss where we currently at with the silver metal. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Scott Gibson with Beneath the Surface. I'm here with David Coffin, an analyst and newsletter writer with HR Advisory Services, Hard Rock Analyst Newsletter. David, thanks for being with us.
Oh, my pleasure.
Now, markets, markets are markets, and they have their ups and downs. They have their cycles. We've had a good run for the last little while, and I just would like to get your general comments on where you think we are in the market.
Well, we have had a strong run from the bottoms in early '09. We have been telling people since then to be in the market fairly heavily. We did start saying lighten up in December. That's really a focus on how strong the recovery's been. A recognition that within that the resource sector that we follow has been very much at the forefront of that, and you do need periods of consolidation to have a smooth sailing in the longer term.
Well, in the speculation business, you only make money when you sell. So,
yeah, I mean the buying is important too. You don't want to be buying at the top. You won't be making any money on that.
Well, in mentioning tops, silver has made a pretty good run here. I'm not sure if we're necessarily at a top here, but what's your sort of take in terms of the silver market and what stage we're at there?
Yeah, our take has been to treat silver as a more volatile cousin of gold, which it has been. And with the strong run that we've had, and silver did get knocked back quite strongly along with most of the other metals during the credit crunch. So it's had a tremendous recovery. Of course, the gold price is trading at new highs these days, and silver has run a multiple of that. So what we're saying now is not so much that we aren't convinced or we don't feel that silver's top, so much as we do feel it's time to be a little more conservative in dealing with it, and it just as you should be more conservative in dealing with anything that's had a strong run.
And in terms of the companies and the silver side or silver and other metals, which is often the case, what kind of guideline do you use in terms of evaluating and assessing those right now?
Well, what we're doing is you still take recent silver prices in terms of trying to determine the asset value of a company that's silver rich, but what we're doing is shifting a bit in terms of strategizing and saying in a conservative approach. There's a couple of companies on our list that came on with gold to silver ratios of 60-40 roughly. They have, because of the bigger move in the silver price, now got gold silver ratios of 40-60. That's reversed. And both have, since they first came on our list, gone into production. So these are cash flow ratios. We're basically saying, look, if you focus on those companies, thinking conservatively, they'll still certainly get the gains to a lift in silver, but they also have a cushion of gold that if the silver price starts to roll over simply because it's been so strong, you're still going to get the gold price gains. If both metals are dropping at once because market conditions have changed, then that's fine. You can make a decision as to what to do at that point.
And where do you go then in terms of your take on sort of the market? So a question coming from what I like to look at this point is sort of earlier stage, company development stage, as opposed to early stage projects. So things that are just getting started, IPOing, just coming out of the gate and have yet to really see a lot of those gains. Well, how about yourself?
Yeah, you always want to be on the lookout for new deals. The mining business is one in which your assets are constantly being destroyed, hopefully profitably. So they have to be replaced. Now that's true for corporations who mine. That should be true for particularly speculative investors. You have to recognize that the value of an asset growth is going to top out, that there are going to be periods when that happens, that even a strong asset is going to move sideways in the market, or down if it's moving down, but it has limited upside. So yeah, you always have to be on the lookout for the next set of assets coming along. Again, a conservative approach is still to have some focus on development level companies, so that if there's a temporary dip in metal prices, you're in a company that probably won't move a whole lot because its next move is going to be on cash flow, and if that's 12 or 18 months from now, it will for the most part, sit there. A strong move either way in metals will move that company along with the rest of the market, but it is a more conservative approach at a speculative level. It is obviously different than dealing with companies that are already cash flowing.
Well, thank you very much, David. We really appreciate your comments on silver and the silver market. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
This is Scott Gibson with Beneath the Surface. Thanks for joining us.
Stay tuned for more on kitco.com.